Alright, hello everyone, I'm FB and we will play against Portugal pretty soon. I am playing the first map, which is Tech, so don't have too much time here, but just before we go live though, you can just take a look at the group that Sweden is a part of. So a part of, besides Sweden and Portugal, we also got Germany, Lithuania and Denmark in this group, and there is also a group B with 5 more countries, but time to make those graphics, maybe for next time. Anyways, the first map will be the Tech map, which is Collide, made by Nevermind, and the world record here is 57.917 by Chronos. So that's what we'll start on, and we are doing warm-ups right now, and I should also do some warm-ups, to be honest. And well, I guess I can tell you also the rules for this tournament. So it's a bit different than other tournaments, in that the points actually carry over from each map. So if you win 7-3 on the Tech map, you get 7 points for the one that won and 3 for the one that lost, and then the other points in the second map carry over. So if you win the second map with 7-3 again, then you got 14 points and the other team got 6 points. So I hope that made sense. So yeah, basically that means that every round counts, and it's really important that you keep your focus throughout the whole match. Alright, I don't know, I guess maybe we can start pretty soon. Okay, one more. So the lineups for Sweden are myself, Lund, Fullfart, Bogut and Slink, and then for Portugal we got Default, James, Zero and Dizzy for the Tech lineup. And yeah, then once this Tech map is over, I will be casting the Speed and Dirt map. Also, there are other matches going on at the same time right now, and you can find most of them listed under the Twitch team page for Trackmania streams, called Trackmaniacs. That one is linked to below my stream. So there are other matches as well. Alright. So this should be the last warm-up, and then we should go live. Luck, have fun. I'll restart. So I will try to just focus now, not really talk much. So let's do it. Alright. This might be... no, okay. Almost a draw, but we win the first round, so that's good. So yeah, every round counts into the score now, so it's really important that focus is there for each round. Quite a lot of lag playing with 720p, but it is doable at least. Alright, that was better. Oh man, shit. Completely missed that turn. Ah, bad turn. Ah, I think it might go to us. Actually, where's our fourth play? Okay. No, we lose it. No, it's about gathering points. You see the points to the right. So first place gets 8 points, second place gets 7, so on. The team with the most points wins the round, and then we play to 7. And then the points carry over through the maps. So if you win with 7-0, you get 7 points, and the other team gets 0. And if you win the second map also with 7-0, you get 14 points, and the second team all got 0 points still, and have already lost the match. So. Alright, that was good. Yeah, although it's not the maps doesn't matter, it's the points that matters. So. I'll try to explain it a bit more after this map is over, because I'm not playing the other maps, so I'll be casting. It is a bit complicated. Alright, so now the score will be 4-1 to us. Yeah, but in this tournament it's not about the maps, it's about the rounds. So they carry over from each map, so it's not about winning the maps at all in this tournament. So if you lose a map with 7-6, that's still pretty good because you get 6 points in total. So it's all about the points. Alright, so now this should be 5-1 for us. Oh, stupid mistake. Even if you crash, it's still important to try to play good. All the positions matter. So. Alright, we'll lose that round. Yeah, 3 maps. 1 tech, 1 dirt, and 1 full speed map. So there are different styles of this game. Bad ending, but should be another round for us. Yeah, exactly what Shaller just wrote. So it's all about the points. Oh my god. Alright, we'll still win it. GG. So we win the first map, 7-2. So that's currently the score in total as well. So I'm just gonna take a screenshot. And now I'll cast the other sub matches. Just give me a sec here to set it up. Alright, so it looks like we will play the dirt map. I'm just gonna confirm now to make sure that's the one that's played, and I'm also gonna write down our score so I remember it. 7-2. Need to write down the score for each round. That's the only bad thing about this system, is that it's kind of hard to keep track of the score because there's no like automatic system in the game or anything like that, which would really help. But yeah. But anyways, I guess I can just explain the rules a bit more now when I go into casting mode. So yeah, this is the ESL Country Championship 2014, a nations tournament. So there are 10 nations in total, and Sweden are playing against Portugal in Group A. And yeah, basically we play on 3 different maps with 3 different styles. So you first saw Tech, which is played on road, and yeah, it's basically really technical. That's why it's called Tech. Now we are going to play on dirt, which as you can see got a different, completely different look to it, and it's also got a very different feel to the car, and yeah, it's basically like a different game. So that's what we'll be playing next. And then the third map will be a full speed map, which is also played on road. However, it's driven in a much higher speed. So that also changes how the game works, and there's different techs to learn and so on. But yeah, anyways, we are going to play dirt next. Sweden won the tech map with 7-2. It's off to a good start, and yeah, I guess I should also explain the point system. So basically the points carry over through all maps. So if you win all 3 maps, you will get 21 points in total. But yeah, you can still lose. You can still lose some maps and still win the match, because it's the total points that matters. So yeah, it's a bit complicated, but hopefully it will get more clear as we move along. So I'm not sure exactly when we will start. Yeah, I guess tennis mode is not in the group stage, only in the playoffs. Anyways, we are still waiting for the teams. They are warming up. But the lineup seems to be ready. So for Sweden we have Gus, Clockren, Duffin and Wheeler, and then for Portugal we got Nast, Tallulah, Concha and Sniffs. And the map, of course, is Idlewood, made by Carl Johnson. I don't actually know the world record here. I can just check that quickly, I guess, in the Deddy here. So it looks like Brisk got the world record, 49.56. So an Italian player. Alright, so we're going to do one more warm-up and then start. Once again, Sweden are currently in the lead with 7-2 after having won the tech map. And I should go back to the game, of course. I'm a bit stressful today, I don't know why. After this tournament I also got another tournament that I'm going to have to play. ESL Competition Premiership 13. And that one got a completely different format, which I don't look forward to explaining because it's also pretty complicated. But I'll try my best. Let's just put on this audio always on. I wish I could always have it on, but I need to put it on for each time I go into the game. But we are going live now, so the second map between Sweden and Portugal in the ESL Country Championship will begin. And again, we will play to 7 on the map, but it is the total amount of points that matters, and Sweden won 7-2 on the tech map, so we are currently in the lead with 7-2 as well. So if we win this first map, we would have a lead with 8-2. So hope that makes sense. But anyways, we are live, and I all of a sudden remember that I need to put on all the cars, which I don't have. I'll do that for the speed map. But anyways, we see Wheeler dropping down a bit for Sweden. Also Clockren at the back. Sniffs crashes for Portugal. In the top we got Duffen and Gus for Sweden ahead of Nast and Concha. I haven't played these maps, so I don't know too much about them. But anyways, we see Wheeler crashing. So he falls down to 6th place. Here is Nast currently at 5th place. We got 3 Sweden players at the top, so this looks good for Sweden. Should be able to take it with 1 turn left, and we see Nas crashing here just before the finish, where you need to have a lot of speed, so he's not going to be able to get a good position. But yeah, Gus takes first for 9.99, Duffen takes second, 50.04, and then Clockren at third, 50.37, ahead of Concha, the best player for Portugal. We are live into the next round. Following Nast again. As he gets a pretty good start. Also his teammate Sniffs and Concha in the lead. So good start for Portugal, but Wheeler with a really good turn shows up out of nowhere. Gus also is there, and Duffen and Clockren. So all Swedish players collected. Tallulah for Portugal is at last, 1 second behind. So it's up to his teammates now to do well. Sniffs is in the lead, and Nast is looking to take second. Can pass Gus. See, also Concha has dropped down for Portugal, so now this means that Sniffs and Nast need to take first and second to force the draw. But right now Gus and Duffen ahead of Nast. Here comes the ending. Sniffs looking to take first, but Gus and Duffen will make sure that this is a round for Sweden. So they are in the lead now with 2-0 on the dirt map, and in total the score is now 9-2. So Sweden off to a good start as we go into the third round. Oh, saw a Portugal player, Tallulah I mean, have made a mistake, and also Concha. So the same 2 players as in the previous round. Wheeler, also having dropped down, is currently at 7th place. Sniffs doing well for Portugal in the lead at 1st place. Also Nast advancing, but Gus and Duffen, the two famous dirt players from Sweden, are carrying right now. They are at 1st and 2nd, but Sniffs coming back strongly with a lot of speed. Here comes the ending. You want to build up a lot of speed. Sniffs and Nast getting ahead of Duffen. But Gus is going to take first, 49.86 ahead of Sniffs and Nast. But then we got Duffen, Clockren and Wheeler ahead of Concha and Tallulah, who again makes mistakes for Portugal. So that means the score is now 3-0 on the dirt map, and in total the score is 10-2. So Sweden currently with an 8-point lead in total. And I think if Portugal wants to give Sweden a fight on this dirt map, then Tallulah and Concha needs to step it up. Nast and Sniffs are doing pretty good for Portugal, but they can't do it alone. We do see Concha with a better start here in the 4th round. He actually goes up in the lead even. Clockren and Gus will pass Nast. But Nast with a good landing keeps 3rd place at least. Concha still in the lead ahead of Gus. But it looks like Sniffs now has made a mistake for Portugal. Unfortunate. And also Tallulah is at 8th place. So it's up to Nast and Concha to force the draw here if they can stay in front of Gus. But they can't. Gus is going to win another round by the looks of it. No! What happened? What happened to Gus in the end? Anyways, yeah, that means that Portugal wins this round. Concha and Nas takes first, and then Sniffs is ahead of Gus, who drops down to 7th place. Was about to take first. So instead of a round for Sweden, we got Portugal's first point, and the score is now 3-1. In total, the score is 10-3. So let's see if that's what can if that can be a good thing for Portugal. They need to win points, of course. Can't be too far behind when the full speed map begins. So it's very important to gather as many points as possible. Concha with a crash. Nasto and Sniffs doing well at the top, first and second. And Tallulah is at 6th place. Concha also ahead of Gus, who has dropped down. Although he passes Concha, who has dropped down to last. But this could be a round for Portugal. Sniffs and Nas, first and second. Duffin, though, with a lot of speed, will pass Nas. Maybe that will be enough for this to not be a round for Portugal. No, this will be a round for Portugal for sure. Sniffs takes first for 9.74, a good time. And the score will now be 3-2 on the dirt map, and in total 10-4. So Portugal are getting closer. Still 6 points behind though. And it looks like we have some lag. I think Concha might have disconnected. Yep. So we have to wait for Concha. Alright, so we are going live again. Concha is ready. So the score is 3-2 in the dirt map, and in total 10-4 for Sweden after having won the tech map with 7-2. So it looks like Portugal are pretty good on this dirt map. They're definitely giving Sweden a chance. Mostly thanks to Sniffs and Nas, who are doing really well. Also Concha sometimes, and Tallulah often in the back of the pack though. See Sniffs once again in the lead. And then close fight with Gus and Nas for 2nd place. Concha is at 4th. So this looks once again good for Portugal. This could make it a draw in the total, 3-3. I mean on the dirt map. Clockrin though comes back, will pass Concha. And Sniffs and Nas are ahead of Gus. This looks good for Portugal once again. Oh, but Concha makes a mistake in the end. Tallulah and Wheeler will pass him, and Concha will not be able to finish, and you can't respawn, so he cannot finish, even though he does. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. I think that might have been a red round either way, but yeah, it's not allowed to respawn, so I don't know if we are live here or not. Looks like no one is saying anything, so I guess we are. So the score is now 3-3, and Nast is in the lead. And now Concha is writing in the chat. I'm not exactly sure what's going on right now. I don't know why I am suddenly the admin either, but yeah, that's how it goes. So I assume we're live now, I'm not sure, but Nas and Sniffs is in the lead ahead of 4 Sweden players. Concha has retired this round. Nas and Sniffs will take first and second. Oh, Tallulah passes Gus in the end. So this is a red round. So now Portugal in the lead, 3-4. They are doing a comeback. The total score should be 10-6 now. So Portugal getting closer to Sweden, who are not driving really good on this dirt map. Need to step it up. Duffin doing well at the start, but at the same time Wheeler and Gus at the bottom, so that's not good. Oh, Gus makes a mistake, also Sniffs. Wheeler will pass them both. In the top we got Duffin. See if Clockrin can stay ahead of Concha and Nast. Let's follow this fight. Here comes the ending. You want to build up a lot of speed. Duffin with a good speed, but then he gets a border hit and he crashes. And instead, oh, Concha crashes as well. So let's see. If Concha had finished there, this would have been a red round, but instead it's a draw. Sweden very lucky to not lose that round. So the score is still 3-4 and in total 10-6. But Portugal looking pretty good on this dirt map. At first it didn't look like that at all. Sweden had a 3-0 lead. Now Portugal definitely looking like a stronger team. We are live into the next round. Duffin in the lead, Gus as well as Clockren. So this looks much better for Sweden. Oh, Gus with a bad landing, didn't have enough speed and then he crashes as well in the next turn. That's not good at all for Sweden. Nast and Sniffs doing well for Portugal. Close fight though with Duffin and Clockren. Concha also doing pretty well. Here comes the ending once again. Sniffs and Concha with more speed than Clockren and Nast looking to defeat Duffin who falls down. Sniffs and Concha will pass and they take top 3. And now they are in the lead with 2 points in the dirt map. 3-5 and in total it's 10-7. Portugal only 3 points behind Sweden. They won 5 rounds in a row. And they are looking pretty good. They will still be behind even if they win 2 more rounds in total with 1 point, but yeah, looks like the last map will decide it, the full speed map, who's gonna take this match. Sniff doing really good for Portugal. Oh, but then he crashes just as I spec him, so he falls down. And we got Gus and Clockren in the lead for Sweden, also Duffin at 3rd place behind Nast, so this could be a blue round. Oh, Duffin gets an odd landing bug, but Gus and Clockren remains at the top. Can they take 1st and 2nd? They need that. They will do that as well. Gus takes 1st ahead of Clockren. Then we got 3 Portugal players, but Wheeler is ahead of Sniffs and wait a minute. Okay, this is a blue round. Duffin will finish it and the score is now 4-5. Close round though. So in total Sweden in the lead with 11-7. Oh, I saw a mistake from a Sweden player in the start, I think. No, maybe not. Looks like it was Tallulah instead for Portugal. Has not done well in this match. Got the least amount of points at 26. This looks good, pretty good for Sweden. Duffin in the lead. Gus close fight with Nast for 2nd, and Wheeler and Clockren following ahead of Concha. Sniffs has also made a mistake, is about 2 seconds behind, so this could be another point for Sweden. So that would tie up the score on the dirt map, 5-5. Oh, Nast with a nasty mistake. And yeah, this will definitely be a point for Sweden. Duffin takes 1st ahead of Gus. Concha is able to stay ahead of Wheeler and Clockren, but it's not enough. And the score is now 5-5 on the dirt map, and in total it's 12-7 for Sweden. So yeah, every point matters of course in this format, so it's very important that you keep your focus up even if you're behind. And as we are live into the next round, Concha with an early mistake. Tried to save it but by getting a wall hit, but didn't really help him. And he is currently last. I see a lot of blue players at the top. Duffin, Gus and Clockren, top 3. Then Sniffs does a really good turn and goes up to 2nd place. However, we still got a lot of Sweden players. Gus, Clockren and Duffin, also Wheeler. Sniff's still ahead of Gus at the top, and as long as he can keep the speed here over a long stretch, he should be able to take 1st, but Gus gets closer. Gus will not be able to defeat Sniffs, who is 200 ahead of him, but Duffin and Clockren follows. Wheeler makes a mistake and allows 3 Portugal players to pass, but this is a round for Sweden. 6-5 now on the dirt map, and in total it's 13-7. So Sweden now at the map point on the dirt map, but again, it's not the maps that matters, it's the points for all 3 maps, and the third and final map will be a full speed map. And I'll be honest, I'm not really sure who's gonna win that one. I'm not sure how good Portugal are. Anyways, we see a lot of mistakes in this round. Clockran, Tallulah, and Sniffs. Also Wheeler not doing too well, and Gus makes a mistake, takes an alternative route, but gets a pretty bad landing here, so is gonna fall down to last place. It's up to his teammates now to make it happen. Concha is the only Portuguese player at the top. Duffin, Wheeler, and Clockran surrounding him, so this should be a round for Sweden. Duffin will take first. 700 ahead of Concha, then Wheeler takes third, Clockran fourth ahead of Sniffs, Nast, and Tallulah. Gus takes last, but it is a round for Sweden, who wins the dirt map with a score of 7-5. That means the total score is now 14-7. But I gotta say, Portugal did give Sweden a really good match on this map. We're in the lead with 3-7 at one point. Alright, so now the third and final map, as said, will be the full speed map, which is called Andrate, and is made by Pasco. The world record is 43.620 by Knolly. And we should do a couple of warm-ups before we start. And the teams need to ready up their lineups as well. Not exactly sure who's gonna play it. But the total score is currently 14-7 for Sweden, who won the first map, the tech map, with a score of 7-2. And then also won the dirt map with a score of 7-5. Portugal can still win this match, I guess. Or no, they can only get a draw if I'm not mistaken. They need to win with 7-0 for this to be a draw. Sweden can win 1 point. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's correct. So if Sweden wins 1 point, they will win the match. Portugal needs to win with 7-0. So that's gonna be tough, no matter what. Anyways, looks like Sweden already got their lineup ready, so it's gonna be Hilgen, Rox, Pluton, and Vish. And then for Portugal, we still got 5 players. So not exactly sure who is the one that's not playing. But yeah, as you can see, this is full speed, so the maps are much faster. And the players are also doing something called speed slide or speed drift, which is a special technique where you want to keep your drift going as much as you can, and that will actually gain you time. So now that the game got drift marks in spec mode, you can actually see that in action, which is really cool. Alright, I'm gonna ask, you can do one more warm-up and then start. Alright, so one more warm-up and then we will go live. Portugal got their lineup ready now as well, so it's gonna be Silky, Odra, James, and Kasarov driving. And then for Sweden, as mentioned, Platten, Hilgen, Rox, and Vish. And currently the score is 14-7 for Sweden. So that means that if Sweden wins 1 point, they have won the match. Portugal needs to win with 7-0 to force a draw. So things are definitely in Sweden's favor. And based on this warm-up, shouldn't have really any trouble winning one round, but you never know. The dirt score was 7-5, and then the tech score was 7-2. Alright, but we are going live now. Good luck, have fun. Sweden versus Portugal in the ESL Country Championship 2014. group stage, Group A. Here we go. Following James in the first round. And I do believe someone made a mistake in the start. Yes, Kasarov crashes in the very first turn for Portugal. Not what they needed. They need to win with 7-0 to force the draw. Here we got Platten for Sweden in the lead. As you can see, he's keeping his drift as long as possible over this long stretch here. That will keep his speed going even more. Ilugan and Rox following him, so this looks very good for Sweden. And if they win this round, they will take home the match. No Portuguese is close to them, so yeah, this is gonna be a round for Sweden, which means we have won the match. 15-7 is currently the score, but we will still finish the match, of course, to get a full score. Silky is up in the lead, but Rox with more speed, also Platten for Sweden. Here we see again Platten going for a very wide line to make that drift as long as possible to build up his speed, and it's paying off a lot. As you can see, he goes up in the lead. It's looking pretty good. The rest of the Sweden players also doing well in this round. Could be an ace round for Sweden, taking the top 4 positions. Yes, that will happen. Platten takes first, ahead of Rox, Hilgen and Vish. So the score is now 2-0 on this full speed map, and a total 16-7. So yeah, right now it looks like it might be even hard for Portugal to get 1 point on this map. Sweden have dominated so far. And we see Rox and Vish taking first and second. In the next round, Vish with more speed than Rox. Platten has made a mistake for Sweden. He's currently at last place. Ooh, James also with a mistake. Trying to find a good player to spec here is Vish. He is at second place behind Rox. I gotta say, drift marks in full speed maps, it's really cool to see. It's probably the most useful. Huligan with a lot of speed will pass Vish and take second place, only with a few milliseconds. But another round for Sweden, 3-0 on the speed map and 17-7 right now in total. Yeah, exactly. You make the drift to build up speed as much as possible. Oh, Vish with a bad landing. So he drops down to last place. But good player to spec. He's not too far behind, so I can see all the players. And he's closing in a bit here on Kasarov and Silky. Goes for a wide line to build up the speed again with the drift. We had to adjust his line to a bit, but we see Silky with a mistake. And also Rox has crashed for Sweden, but Platten and Hilgen remains. And as long as Vish can be ahead of at least one Portugal player, this will be a round for Sweden, and that's exactly what happens as well. Oh, maybe not. Rox not able to finish the round, but it's still a round for Sweden. So despite that, Sweden win with 1 point in the round score, 18-17. The score now 4-0 on the speed map, and in total 18-7. Vish with a better start now in the 5th round. We got Platten in the lead. Behind is Silky, doing pretty well for Portugal in this round. Also Kasarov goes up to second place even. Just for a while though, Hilgen stays in front. Vish goes up to fourth place. So once again looks good for Sweden. Up the loop. And Platten will take first, 44.09 ahead of Hilgen. Kasarov takes third for Portugal ahead of Vish, and James, Silky and Odra ahead of Roxo again. With a bad round, but is at least able to finish the round this time. So that brings the score to 5-0 on the speed map, and in total 19-7 for Sweden. Of course, have already won the match. We are live into the next round, and Vish with a double crash, and he falls out of the track even. Is going to retire the round, so will not gather any points. But Rox and Hilgen doing well. Also Platten. No, Hilgen falls down on the track now. So we got two Sweden players who have retired, and this could be the first point for Portugal. Rox and Platten at first and second, but the four Portuguese players behind them, so yeah, this is going to be a red round. Despite Rox and Platten doing well for Sweden. 5-1 now. And in total 19-8. Of course, in the group rankings, there's also a point difference or score difference. So I think it could also matter to get points even now, even if you've lost a match. I'm not sure exactly, but I think so. So yeah, it's not Portugal shouldn't give up really. Still important to win points. Doesn't look too good now though, with the four Sweden players in the top. James will defeat Vish, so no ace round, but still be around for Sweden. 6-1 now, and it's all 28. And this could be the last round of the match. Let's follow Platten. He's been doing the best in this match. 48 points in total. Also, I think got the fastest time. 44.09. Gets a good start once again. He rocks in front of him. Whoa, Odra with a lot of speed shows up. I think, yeah, Platten with a better line. So stays at second place, and also Vish and Hilgen doing well. So this could be a perfect round for Sweden to close out the match. Rox and Platten first and second, then Vish at third, and Hilgen actually drops down to 6th place. But this will be a round for Sweden, who wins the speed map with a score of 7-1, and in total the score becomes 21-8 for Sweden. So won the tech map 7-2, and then the dirt map 7-5, and lastly the speed map 7-1. So yep, that's the match. GG, thanks for watching.